into opportunities to score. The ball's just been a little bit stagnant. The other thing to note is the Spurs have 5 dunks in this ball game. 4 of them, by my count, belong to Victor Wembanyama. And in the Western Conference Finals, that was a formula that equaled victory for the Spurs when Wemby was aggressive and dunking at the rim.
Well, Fox gets both, and the foul was actually on Alvarado reaching in before the contact from Clarkson, who blocked him clean. But yes, Alvarado will pick up his first foul. 5 points San Antonio lead. Knicks ball with 10:45 to go in the fourth. It is Alvarado, Clarkson, Shamet, Bridges, and Towns, and this lineup has not worked. Turnover for Clarkson, he got picked at midcourt, and then Bridges almost stole a pass on an 8-tip to near sideline, and then Jose Alvarado went diving into the front row, hoping to save it. He could not. He's apologizing to the fan that he just crashed into.
Everyone with a speedy response. The spill crew gets there.
Yes, they will clean up the spill. Looks like Steven Seidel and the team attendants leading the way here.
I always think when people get over, they're so quick to be like, I'm good, and I get it. You're a fan, you're rooting for your team. But I think you could take a second and be like, hold on 1 second, that kind of hurt. I'm all right.
Spurs ball up by 5. Inbound to Wembanyama at the near side hash mark. Right hand dribble to the foul line on Towns. Half spin, fadeaway jumper. Almost threw it away. It tipped off with Landry Shamet's fingertips out of bounds to the far sideline near midcourt. Indecision for Victor Wembanyama continues when he's guarded by Karl Anthony Towns in open space.
Yeah, and Towns is still doing a pretty decent job of defending Wembanyama without fouling.
Got 3 right now. At the right point, Wembanyama. 7 to shoot, steps back for a 3. Tipped out of his hands by Towns. Got it back, gets it to Fox left side wing. Short rim to 3, rebound Castle. He blocked by Bridges, who he initially beat for the rebound. Bridges picked up the loose ball. Alvarado on the move. Knicks ball down 5, 10:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Josh Hart with it.
Castle is guarding Towns,
who can generate some offense in this lineup. Castle's doing a good job on Towns, at least with his physicality. Bridges now right wing. Crosses over on Johnson. Down the lane, finds Shamet right corner side. Steps into a tough 3. Airballed it short. Expiring, had to force it up. Johnson at midcourt. Over to Fox on the far angle. Slashing to the rim. Middle of the lane. Finds Wembanyama up top. Hit by Alvarado. Much shorter. Passes left for Castle. He'll set his feet and miss a 3 from the left wing off the back rim.
I understand that the Jose Alvarado lineup has been faster, but this is an unproductive fast. Well, maybe not.
Shamet left corner. Missed a 3. Hart crashing in for the offensive board. Couldn't handle it. And then Towns almost stripped Fox. But then it is Vassell with the outlet to Johnson. Knicks have not scored so far in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama catches a pass at the rim and got pushed off the spot by Shamet. Hanukkah, the Knicks started down 7-0 in the first quarter, 5-0 in the third, and now they have not scored in the first 2:42 of the fourth quarter, being outscored 4-0. They trail by 5, and they just committed their 4th team foul.
Yeah, the Knicks are trying to play fast. They are fortunate that this league deficit, I should say, has not ballooned more than it has, because right now the pace is played in the favor of the San Antonio Spurs, so the Knicks got to settle down just a beat. It's not that you can't play fast, but you got to make sure you're getting good looks, and I didn't think that that's what they were generating. We saw 2 3-point or deep 2 attempts, if they weren't both threes, that they were hoping to get bailout calls, and they did not come.
Alvarado and Towns come out. Brunson and Robinson come in. We have not seen a lot of 5 out for the Knicks tonight. Champagne gets to the left block, and he front rim the floater. Looked like a good look, but he couldn't convert. Nick ball down 5, 9:05 to go. Deuce McBride will check in next whistle. Bridges out high to the right elbow. Pull-up jumper over Castle. Around and out. Rebound Harper. And it's scoreless 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
In this postseason, that's a basket that's been nearly automatic from Mikal Bridges right in that mid-range.
It's a 0 for 5 from the field since the end of the third, and Keldon Johnson's left alone underneath for an easy layup off a bounce pass from Champagnie. 7 points, San Antonio lead, their largest since the first quarter.
One of my keys coming into tonight's contest was the defensive communication that has been off here for the Knicks in this fourth.
And Brunson get it going. He'll lead in for the middle of the paint. Missed a right-hand layup, but it's tipped in by Mitchell Robinson. Back to a 5-point game. 8.5 to go. It is a Bridges, Hart, Shamet, and Robinson lineup. Harper underneath the hoop. Dribbles in a circle out to Wembanyama, left wing. Top of the key, Castle passes to his right for Harper. He'll line up with three. Bricked it. Rebound out to Brunson, but a foul called as Robinson wrapped up Wembanyama, and he'll get 2 free throws as all 5 fouls of the quarter have been called against the Knicks. It's 98-93 Spurs. 8:10 remaining in regulation.
That ball hit the glass so hard, I didn't even see.
It was actually Bridges.
Yeah, with the wrap up on Wemby's arm.
That's his 4th foul.
I think sometimes when guys get fatigued, it's not actually an active foul, right? Like they're not putting a lot of energy into that hook, but they just find themselves resting there and not being diligent about getting out of, or getting back into, I should say, legal guarding position.
First free throw is good from Wembanyama. 8:10 left, 6 points San Antonio lead. Landry Shamet coming out of the game. 1 of 6 from 3-point range. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, but he does have 4 fouls now. And Bridges, with 4 fouls of his own, is coming out. So the lineup is Brunson, McBride, Hart, Anunoby, and Robinson. You might say, okay, 2 non-shooters on the floor, but Hart has made 4 of 6 from 3 tonight. One shy of matching a playoff career high. Wembanyama got both, a 7-point San Antonio lead again. And then the first foul of the quarter called against the Spurs as Stephon Castle trying to blow up a pick and roll on the left wing between Robinson and Brunson. And Castle now has 3.
You may have heard the grumbling over our mic. This very astute basketball crowd sarcastically applauding that a whistle would go against the Spurs in this one, particularly Stephon Castle.
Far sideline inbound for Brunson. 8:05 remaining in Game 3. Knicks with a 2-0 lead in the NBA Finals. Pick and roll, Brunson, Robinson, foul line, Brunson, Castle on his zip. In the right corner for a wide open Josh Hart 3. This one won't go off the front iron. And a rebound for Keldon Johnson. Wembanyama, the center court logo. He'll step into a 3, get fouled by Robinson and rattled in the triple. 4-point play opportunity for Victor Wembanyama. It's a 10-point Spurs lead, 7:45 to go in the 4th quarter. And Wemby is smiling, grimacing. He is in some pain.
So, yeah, Mitchell, I literally was about to be very frustrated with Mitchell Robinson, but it looked like he got pushed into that contact because I'm sure he's learned from a postseason ago doing that versus Philly and Tyrese Maxey. I don't see where Mitchell Robinson would just commit that foul. Keldon Johnson gives him a shove in the back here.
Well, if it happened before the shooting motion, you could wipe 3 off the board. Here's Mark Davis.
A lot of timeout to initiate the coaching challenge on a foul assess Robinson.
This next timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn how you can save big when you bundle your...
Made by hands, not robots, since 1960. To be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to put
power to the peoples. The field goal percentage is 49.3 apiece. 3-point percentage is 37.9 San Antonio, Knicks 40.7. Free throws, Spurs 73.1, Knicks 82.4. Turnovers, San Antonio 6, Knicks 12. Rebounds, Knicks 37, Spurs 30. Assists, Spurs got 26, Knicks got 15.
customers. Discount applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount.
We said that it would be a tight game. We said that it'd be a rough dog fight. We say that the Knicks will win easily. Just be patient.
Robinson in the back, which launched the big man into Victor Wembanyama, and it all happened before he got the shot off. So that means 3 points off the board for San Antonio. No 4-point play opportunity. So it's Knicks ball down by 7 with 7 minutes and 42 seconds to go in game 3. They come out of the timeout with McBride in for Bridges. The other 4 starters are out there. Brunson, left wing, dribbles away from Castle. Euro step in the lane. A left-hand layup as he shook Champagnie out of the way to make it a 5-point game. And Mitch Johnson wants timeout. 7:31 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 195.
That attack was so good because the Spurs went to double team, which meant Victor Wembanyama was also out of the paint. And so Jalen Brunson gear shifted, turned on the jets, got to the rim before Wembanyama could get back to the rim to try to clean up.
This next timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn how you can save big when you bundle your Fios home internet and mobile plans. Only at Verizon. Spurs 100, Knicks 95 with 7:31 remaining in Game 3. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Summer's a gift of days that last.
You got 50% field goal percentage to 49. The Knicks going to get 3-4 more stops, and that's it.
Details.
Total Ortho
When this game is done, 4 games, the Knicks will be victorious within the line of a great margin. Right now, it's just to figure them out. Okay, they got 100 points. Now they got to get over that. We will catch up, and we will win.
so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
Don't worry about it.
It's always sunny with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Sun.
You was worried that the Knicks wasn't going to make it happen. You was worried. This the fourth quarter. When they get the 5 minutes in, it's going to be psychological.
Enjoy the ride. Available in single cans and packs. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser. Sun Cruiser represented by.
Get your Cruiser.
To basketball's biggest stage.
Somebody will read basketball in more time.
I'm calling it out now. Knicks win game 3, man. I'm not worried. This is what we wanted. Took this. You was looking for your referees. We got new referees, man. Strong, different, veterans. They understand the game. Knicks will win game 3.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk. Costs $25 a month for.
Mentioned, let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen
This is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCB.
Time now for Points in the Paint, brought to you by Boost Mobile. San Antonio 40, but the Knicks a little bit better with 44 points in the paint tonight. That's brought to you by Boost Mobile. Don't overpay. Get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month, forever, for life, for real. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. San Antonio ball up 5 in search of their first win of these finals. Harper right wing. The Fox on the other perimeter. Catch and shoot. He missed it off the back iron. Rebound tipped around off of Wembanyama. Knicks ball to the near sideline. Wemby wanted a challenge, and so does Mitch Johnson. I thought that might have hit Towns last. If not, you could have a proximate foul situation.
It's Towns clamping down on Wemby's arm that he could not move is what they're challenging. And this is probably going to go against the Knicks, as this is a clear hold by Towns.
It looks like it'll be the 4th on Karl Anthony Towns. 7 minutes and 12 seconds.
the challenge got about decision that was awarded to New York.
Remaining in the fourth quarter, one of the fastest review decisions for Mitch Johnson we've seen. They've been a good challenge team in this postseason. 11-5 in the playoffs. But Jordan Brink, the Knicks challenge guru, just got a national TV spotlight. So tip of the cap to him. One of the many guys who does unheralded work.
Yeah, and I think Josh Hart kind of knew that this one might be challenged by the Spurs. He was trying to get the ball inbounds quickly, but unfortunately to no avail this time around.
If you're counting on a miracle, maybe Wembanyama went over Towns' back and they'll call that, but did he go over his back when he's 7'4"? Probably not. It's Spurs 100, Knicks 95. 7 minutes and 12 seconds left in game 3. It's a game that the Spurs simply have to win if they want any realistic chance of coming back in this series. Right now they're down 2-0. They've had great starts to quarters. Here's Mark Davis's call.
The replay official has determined there's a proximate foul to the out-of-bounds decision as Towns grabs Wemby's arm. Therefore, it's a loose ball foul. Wembanyama will shoot penalty for 2 free throws.
And yes, the Knicks have been in the penalty. So 2 free throws coming for Wembanyama. Towns picks up his 4th foul. So
I wanted to be wrong.
I think Mark Davis is a great official. He has called Josh Hart Jason Hart, and he's on a nickname basis with Victor Wembanyama. So 2 free throws for Wemby.
I appreciate that observation on your part, partner.
But again, that's just a jest. Mark Davis, phenomenal, great crew. John Goble, Curtis Blair. It is an honor to officiate the NBA Finals. And they have put together an incredible crew. And the evaluation methods they have in the National Basketball Association are second to none. So you know you're getting the best. Wembanyama drains the first free throw at the basket to our left. He's 5 of 6 from the line. And now a game high 27 points. Fox, Harper, Champagny, Vassell, and Wembanyama on the floor. Knicks have Brunson, McBride, Hart, Anunoby, and Towns. Second free throw. Rattled in. It is 102-95. It's a 7-point San Antonio lead.
Well, Victor Wembanyama is a field goal away from 30 points, so he was due for one of those monster games that he's had all postseason long.
3rd straight game with 25 points. Most of his damage has come in the second half of these games when he had his best first half of the series tonight. Brunson far sideline, late shot clock, bounce pass to Anunoby. Fade away from the stripe, front rim, backboard, and in. Another tough jump shot from OG Anunoby. Back to a 5-point game.
This defense has to make it as difficult as possible on Wembanyama, preferably without sending him to the foul line.
From right to left go the Spurs in black, silver, and white. Nixon, white and orange. Now it's Fox. Left side wing, inside out, Brunson out of the way. Gets a clean lay to the rim for a left-hand layup. Good move from Fox. 7-point lead again.
Yeah, just as Julian Champagny is sort of the target if you're Jalen Brunson. Brunson that time was the target by Fox.
Fox was 2 of 11 before that wide-open layup. Brunson right side, driving baseline on Harper. Hands to McBride. He'll launch a 3 from the corner. Very short, long rebound. Harper, he's off to the races. 3-on-3 the other way. Harper always wants to go to the rim, so he will, but he's blocked by Anunoby. They had the same idea. Now it's the Knicks the other way. Talents left wing. He'll take a long 3. Short on his first attempt of the game. Long rebound. Brunson right to the cup. Took a hit from Vassell and scores and won. The Knicks needed that one just over halfway through the fourth quarter. Brunson can make it a 4-point game on free throw.
He's not had his most efficient performance, Jalen Brunson, 9 of 21. But over the course of this series, he's been so good in fourth quarters. His productivity is up in the fourth quarters compared to the last 3 quarters, or the other 3 quarters of the ball game, I should say. Here in the fourth so far, he's just got 4 points, but it is certainly Brunson time, so we'll see how that continues to unfold.
The simplest stat to describe it with Brunson, as he makes the free throw to make it a 4-point game. First guy ever to score a game-winning point at the line or from the field in the final 2 minutes of back-to-back finals games. Spurs ball up 4. Crowd has come to life here in Game 3 at Madison Square Garden. Fox, alley-oop to Wemby, tipped it toward the rim, and that's all you have to do when you're that tall. It falls in off front iron. 6-point lead for the Spurs.
So whoever's guarding the ball handler, I know it's sort of awkward to try to contest the lob and worry about them dribbling and attacking the rim, but that's basically what you got to do.
30 points for Victor Wembanyama, game high. Brunson had it poked away at midcourt by Fox, got it back, and then tried to throw it out of bounds off of Vassell. Did it hit Brunson after ricocheting off of Vassell? The refs aren't sure, and will give the ball to the Knicks. Mitch Johnson hates the call.
Here, expert care.
Out of bounds. Doesn't matter. The ball has been inbounded. It's New York Knicks. Whistle came in, so we stopped the clock. Let's find out what this is. This could be a technical. So now Mike Brown, the coaching staff and the officials are taking another look at this right now. Brown now starting to get real upset here. Fox on the run. The song, isn't it? I don't know. It could be. I know Riders on the Storm. Riders on the Storm. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. You give a man a ride, sweet family. Riders on the Storm. Thank you to Robert Zamora gifting out 5 Football Nation memberships. Thank you. Here's the inbound pass. OG Anunoby at the 3-point line. Lets it fly. No offensive rebound, though. Josh Hart to Shaman. It's up again. No. And San Antonio will rebound. The Spurs come away unscathed. Here's a pass to Fox. Fox in the paint. He'll fade away. He'll shoot this. That's no good. Early shot clock possession. It comes back with New York. New York is on the run. It's stolen. Champagny comes up with the turnover. Champagny to Vassell. Vassell to Wembanyama. Wemby going to slow it down. Wemby against Shaman. A spin move to the rim. He's fouled and he goes to the line for 2. So Wemby to shoot 2 shots. It's like another super coming in. Thank you guys for blessing the channel today, man. I can't thank you all enough. Knicks fans playing absolute premium for a loss at home. I knew that was going to happen. I actually told Santino that today. Game's not over, though, man. 5 minutes. Guys, we saw an 8-0 run in 60 seconds earlier in this game for the New York Knicks. This game is far from over. The score is 106 to 100. Wemby's first free throw is good. 107 to 100. Turn this off so y'all can see the numbers correctly. Wemby's at the line, shooting 2. The first free throw was successful for San Antonio. Wemby at the line to shoot the second. We still have 4 minutes and 49 seconds here left to go. Wemby will shoot. Don't know what I did there. Apologies. Wemby will score. The second free throw is also successful. It's an 8-point game, Knicks basketball. 100 to 108. A missed shot right now. Wemby will go upstairs to get the rebound. Dylan Harper bringing it back. It's 108 to 100. Dylan Harper gonna hold right now. Spurs can definitely hold, and they should hold, but they gotta score. Harper gonna spin a rejection from the New York Knicks defense again. The ball goes out through the baseline. It is gonna be Spurs ball. Dark Snake donated a $20 super chat just now. A timeout will be called by San Antonio, and so it looks like Mitch Johnson wants another here. Mitch Johnson needs another break. Looks like we're going to go to a quick commercial break. All right, guys. Timeout called by San Antonio. 4:25 left to go. Let's see what this super is. It says, go Spurs, go. All right, y'all. If you're a Spurs fan, be sure to smash the like button on Dark Snake's like as well. It helps us get more prizes for you guys during the football season. Do you drink Brugal? That, for those of you who don't know, is Dominican rum. Brugal is probably the most recognized Dominican rum outside of Barceló. I prefer Barceló over Brugal. personally for Dominican rum, but I also doesn't really matter because I always pour it into a bottle of Mama Juana, and I make my Mama Juana with that instead. Just subscribe, says Aviation Yow. Gotta get their timeout or they will lose. Can Cat make 3-pointers? All right, guys, here's my last question. We're not going to have a whole lot of time. What is your miracle?
Imagine more productivity with fewer.
Is sold. Cat at the buzzer. Needs second. Harper 3. Let's go in Mario's voice. So, thank you very much. The New York Knicks called another challenge here, guys. Looks like the basketball went off of Dylan Harper's hands. The officials had given the ball to San Antonio. Mike Brown called a timeout, and it looks like it is still going to be down here, but it's no longer Spurs ball. It looks like it's New York ball, and a successful challenge for New York means that the Knicks are going to get the ball here with 4.5 minutes left to play in Game 3. Bridges getting his cardio in tonight, says Midwest. All right, I'm stepping away from the chat, guys. Actually, let's get this off the screen real quick. All right, guys, I'm stepping away from the chat. Inbound pass coming, and it looks like the New York Knicks will bring it up. Josh Hart at the Knicks logo. Hart covered by Castle. Hart works his way to the far side of the court. Will feed this inside to Shamet. Pass to OG. Pump fake. Another pass to Brunson. And now it's Shamet. Shamet shoots. Wemby gets in the way. He swats that. And it's Spurs ball. 100 for the New York Knicks. That's not enough to topple the Spurs right now. 108-100. San Antonio up by 8. De'Aaron Fox to Wemby. Wide open. Lets it fly. Doinks that off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound. Dylan Harper. Wembanyama misses the layup. No way. Why are you not jamming that every single time? Why would you finger roll that, Wemby? Why? And the foul the other way. It's Jalen Brunson who goes to the free throw line. And Wemby goes around and looks at his teammates and says, oh, come on. Oh, come on. No, you come on, Wemby. Make your damn shots. Make your damn shots. Okay, we're at the free throw line. My apologies. Jalen Brunson shooting 2. The score is 108-101 after that free throw is made. The New York Knicks were the ones who called that previous timeout, guys, so they've got 2 remaining. San Antonio is calling a timeout right now in between free throws. And so we go to another commercial break. All right, I'm going to get back up on my feet because we've got 3 minutes and 40 seconds here left to go. 3 minutes and 40 seconds here left to go. Let's take a look at the chat one more time, see what's going on with you guys. For those of you who are currently watching, ladies and gentlemen, I like to be super extra prepared for all the content that we're doing. If you are into mixed martial arts and you are curious about the fight that will be taking place on the White House lawn, I will be covering those fights for you. There will be 7, count them, 7 fights on that card, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Hockett, Derek Lewis. You've got Diego Lopez, Steve Garcia, Bo Nichols, and Kyle Dawkins. Mauricio Ruffi and Michael Chandler, Sean O'Malley, and Zahavi. That's going to be your undercards. Alex Pereira, Cyril Gahn going to be one of your championship bouts. And Ilya Topuria and Justin Gaethje, Topuria on the left, Gaethje on the right, is the headliner. So, if y'all want to check in and spend the day with us that Sunday, it's going to be an all-day thing, guys. I think it starts at 3 p.m. and it's over after the final fight, which starts at 7. So probably get 1 or 2 fights per hour. Should be a really fun day of intense combat action. So we'll be live for that. Here we go. Okay, so the score I've got on my screen right now, did I do something? I did. Spurs have 108. It's 108 to 101. Don't know what the heck happened to my score. I added the point on the wrong side. Thank you, Ataraxia. It is 108 to 101. Second free throw here is good for Jalen Brunson. It's 108 to 102. Let's start the clock once again. Spurs are in the bonus, ladies and gentlemen. 108 to 102. Ball's in the hands of De'Aaron Fox. 3.5 minutes left to play. Spurs need a bucket, and they need it bad. Here's a pass to Fox. Fox will drive. Fox will pump fake. He goes down to the ground. No whistle. OG Anunoby going to get wrapped up here. Here's a bad pass. It goes out of bounds. It's a turnover. It's Knicks basketball. And a turnover. De'Aaron Fox gives it back to New York. Here is Jalen Brunson at the straightaway. Brunson gives to Bridges, back to Brunson. Brunson covered by Wembanyama. There's the feed inside, a kick to the three-point line. Cat lets it fly. That's no good. Defensive rebound, San Antonio. Here we go. Spurs with the ball. Under 3 minutes here to play. Stephon Castle going to pass to Harper. Harper to Vassell, wide open. No! Rebound, Karl Anthony Towns. It's a 6-point game. The New York Knicks trailing here. Brunson pushed to the three-point line. Vassell between him and the rim. There's the move for Brunson. Sees Josh Hart. Back to Brunson. Brunson pump fake, flyby, he drives, he shoots, it's blocked. San Antonio, Towns, rejected by Fox. 4.7 left to go. 2:28. De'Aaron Fox with a swat. The Spurs understand how important this game is. Castle got a block. Fox lost his balance. Harper lost his balance. Fox swatted that shot. There's the inbound pass. Towns rejected again by Wemby. 3.2 left to go. Rejected again by Wemby. 108, 102. We're going to get a replay here. Here's the inbound pass. Towns tried to put it in. Okay, it doesn't matter. There's the inbound pass. It's now with Brunson. Shot clock winding down. Good! Brunson makes it a 4-point game. 108 to 104. San Antonio up by just 4. And it's not a comfortable place to be. Okay, ball currently in the hands of Stephon Castle. Castle holding, directing traffic. About 2 minutes to go. Wembanyama's now got it. Wemby flips the hips. Wemby will pass. A shot goes up for Castle. Bang! Castle knocks down that buzzer beater with the shot clock winding down. The New York Knicks back with the basketball. It's a 7-point game here. The score is 111 to 104. Mikal Bridges almost loses it. He backs up to the top of the logo, gives to Brunson. Brunson at the trophy here. He works his way down. Brunson feeds. Bridges lets it fly, doinks that off the back of the rim. It's a rebound, Dylan Harper. Harper will bring it back for the San Antonio Spurs. It's Fox, Fox to Castle, Castle, Wemby, Wemby, Castle, Castle directs. Castle holding. Covered right now by Brunson. He works to the right, shot clock down to 7. Here's the move. It's going to be a pass out to Harper for 3. Doink, that's no good. It's going to be rebounded under the rim here by Josh Hart. Josh Hart to OG Anunoby. Anunoby going to drive. There's a foul. And it looks like we're going to the free throw line for 2 shots. At the free throw line, we're going to get OG Anunoby shooting 2 clutch, critical free throws. So Wemby fouls Anunoby. Anunoby, with the game on the line, goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. He puts the first shot up. It's up. I'm kidding, guys. But if you're wondering what just happened to my live stream, and that made you sad and you just instantly lost all value, that means you are getting value from this live stream. Hit the like button and
what is that beach?
They screen again, and it'll be still on Fox, but he's crossed over to the foul line. Kick out far corner, a three-pointer from Harper. It was a 2, but he missed it anyway. 40 seconds left. Brunson has it from left to right. Knicks down 6. Brunson up top. He'll launch a 3. Got it! 111-108. Knicks have a life. 33.3 to go. They do not have to foul.
That same defensive energy to try to keep with Jalen Brunson protected, they're going to have to deploy here.
Brunson with 32, a finals high. 9 points. They get 12 points in the fourth quarter. Fox, right wing, crosses over Anunoby. Step back from the foul line. Got it. De'Aaron Fox. Now that could be the dagger, and a timeout from Mike Brown. And 5-point lead for San Antonio. The shot that Fox did not make in game 1 goes through here in game 3, and it might have just saved the Spurs season. 12.2 to go. They lead at 113-108.
The Spurs, to their credit, learned from their shortcomings late in game 2. Obviously, the errant turnover that Jalen Brunson was able to capitalize on. Tonight, they've been much sharper. The ball is in the hands of their point guard, De'Aaron Fox, who just showed you why they traded for him in terms of his ability. He also is a former clutch player in this league, and he just showed that.
He won the first ever award 3 years ago. Then it was Steph Curry, and then Jalen Brunson. So 12.2 left. Knicks still have 1 timeout. But they trail by 5.
You got to go quick as possible here, but the issue obviously is you're going to have to foul on the other end if there's time left.
Now, this young Spurs team has been susceptible to last-minute mistakes in this series. Of course, the Victor Wembanyama turnover, sandwiched in between his 2 clutch time misses, will in Spurs infamy if they do not come back to win this series. It is 113-108 San Antonio, and if the Knicks don't win, they'll look back at the rough starts to almost every quarter that they've played in this game. And the 42 points they had in the second, it might turn out to be an aberration. 22 in the first, 27 in the third, but so far just 17 in the pivotal fourth quarter. And we'll keep the starting 5 on the floor out of the timeout. I guess this is the part where we say they don't need a 3, but if you only get 2, and it really just takes 1 Spurs free throw to make your job extremely difficult with only 12.2 seconds to work with.
If you get a clean look at 3, you got to take it with confidence.
Wembanyama underneath defending Mikal Bridges. Near sideline inbound in the front court right for Hart. Anunoby right corner. He'll take a tough 3 over Harper, and he drills it. OG Anunoby had no room to operate, but just like Jalen Brunson, a life-sustaining 3-pointer and a timeout from San Antonio. 9.4 seconds left. And now the Knicks will hope for an inbound steal or a quick foul, and now they only need 1 missed free throw from this young Spurs team.
This is the expectation of this team, as Jalen Brunson has coined, that they will find a way. Now, it's not over yet, to your point, but if they can get a steal here, even a quick foul and missed free throws, they've got an opportunity. That was such a great shot by OG Anunoby. He does a great job, though, of just squaring his feet, whether he jabs at a defender intentionally or that time he's just trying to gather himself and got that one clean to go from the corner.
28 points for OG Anunoby after 17 in each of the first 2 games. San Antonio has missed 7 free throws tonight. Keldon Johnson is 1 out of 4. It would be a stunner if he's subbed into the game. Wemby 8 of 9. Castle 3 for 4. Champagny 1 of 2.
This is, though, we talk so much about the opportunity for this series to come back to the Garden, the Knicks' home floor. This is where the Garden should be loud and engaged and fully involved.
The Spurs led by 12 in the first quarter. Knicks with an overwhelming second quarter wound up with a 7-point lead at halftime. But here in the fourth, building off the momentum they started in the third quarter, the Spurs, for a moment, had a 10-point lead on what looked like a Victor Wembanyama 3-point play. Or a 4-point play, but it was overturned on a great challenge by the Knicks. So the largest lead here in the fourth has been 8 for San Antonio. The Knicks now defending into the front court left for San Antonio. Down by 2. Inbound to Fox in midcourt. Back to Castle on the right wing, and the Knicks will foul. 6.8 on the clock. Stephon Castle, 3 out of 4 from the line in this game. 72% for the regular season. That's not great for the NBA, but he's been clutch in the playoffs. 81%. In the building, he won plenty of playoff games with a member of the UConn Huskies in college. One of the 2 biggest foul shots of his life.
Well, he had a terrific first half. He had 18, but he did hit the 1-3 not too long ago here in the fourth. That was his only basket of the second half.
5th foul on Brunson, by the way. At the foul line left, the first free throw for Castle. It's good. 6.8 left. Knicks have 1 timeout remaining.
Now, I don't know if Mike Brown discussed it in that last timeout. There's the argument that you call the timeout and you will allow the Spurs to set their defense versus getting it and going. But with Jalen Brunson going to the bench right now for rebounding purposes, the timeout's most likely definitely going to be called.
Robinson will check in. Brunson not going too far down that bench. To make it a 2-possession game with 6.8 to go. A huge free throw for Stephon Castle. 3 bounces, and here's the shot.
Nuts.com is a smacking.
Congratulations at 41 minutes to the San Antonio Spurs. No doubt. We need a game. Can't let it go all out the way it's supposed to go all out. You got to make it a game so that the peoples can feel good. So the peoples can understand that it ain't rigged, it ain't this, it ain't that. It was just some pure basketball, and kudos to the San Antonio Spurs. No problem. No problem. We didn't say that it was going to be easy. We didn't say that we got them because we got them. We did say earlier that the Spurs are a good basketball team, and they are not to be slept on, just like as tonight was. So kudos to the Spurs.
Seconds 3. But with no timeouts, you'd have to scamper up court. And every time it looks like this Knicks playoff win streak is going to come to an end, they find a brand new way to pleasantly surprise their fans. They are 5-1 at Madison Square Garden in the postseason. They've won 5 in a row. They're 6-1 actually. They have not lost since game 2 against Atlanta. One of the 2 one-point losses they have taken this entire postseason. Right now they're staring at a 4-point deficit despite 12 Jalen Brunson points in the fourth quarter. Monica's reference is on point as always. They're showing Larry Johnson on the national TV telecast. He, of course, had that 4-point play.
Wembanyama on the inbounds. Very smart at 7-4.
Arms extended with Hart in front of him. Front court right, near sideline. Hart looking for the inbound pass. Bridges right point. Catches, turns, fadeaway jumper. Missed it wide right. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Castle with 2-point run remaining. And now the Knicks basically need a 4-point play to keep this game alive. Down at 1:15, 1:11.
I think Josh Hart is actually arguing that the Spurs tried to foul before the shot, and there was no whistle, but all right.
Brunson tucked to the near side, right corner for the inbound. Anunoby, catch and shoot 3, short. And San Antonio is alive and well in the NBA Finals. Stephon Castle, 5 huge points down the stretch, and the Spurs hand the Knicks just their 3rd loss of the entire postseason, and their 1st by more than 1 point. Final score in Game 3, Spurs 115, Knicks 111. The NBA Finals is now a 2.
Now the city could calm down.